They say that they packing, or we packing too. Run up like what's poppin' and what's brackin' too. Said I would get rich, then made it happen too. Take a picture with your bitch and tag her too. What?
Up from the 36 chambers.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Onslaught Tree. Back at y'all with another episode of 16 Bars, yo. Thank you for joining, yo. This is the end of the year episode, yo. Well, this is part one of the end of the year episode. Y'all know how we always start the episode. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, go on down, hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you love the video, give us a share. Leave a comment down below. All right, so yo, right now, this episode is our top 5 most disappointing albums of 2019, yo. And I'm not saying that they're the 5 worst albums. I'm just saying that this is my top 5 most disappointing albums to drop in 2019. A lot of good albums came out this year. A lot of good stuff came out this year. I think we're getting way too much music, but there are some stuff that came out that just wasn't up to par, man. So we're going to touch on a few of those today. So starting it off, number 5 most disappointing album for 2019. Here's the verse. Let me give you all the verse. I ain't going to say the album. Let me give you all a piece of the verse first. So he goes, yo. How they turn a top dog to an underdog. It's cold. It's a cold world, even in the summer, dog. Like a haunted missile calls in my number log. I talk to God for I talk to people from them blogs. Gotta see through it when it's thick as London fog. I'm from the city, baby. I done grew up on the small. I like that line. I done grew up on the small, on the biggest small. But yo, this is Fabolous Summertime Shootout Part 3. The number 5 most disappointing album for 2019. And Fab, man, you dropped an album, Summertime Shootout. Number 1, you're dropping the album in the winter. So we're getting it after the summer. We're getting it in the winter. You got 16 tracks on there. The opening track is pretty cool. I like the opening track. I like the second track, Bombs. But there's something about the opening track that I really dislike. Let me explain what I don't like about the opening track. So he goes, yo, don't let him trick you out your spot and put that guy on. Rather cut him off and let a bygone be a bygone. When you ballin', you that jigger that they got their eye on. So I think I know just how to feel to be a Zion. Busting out sneakers, swinging on rims. Being number 1, bringing on M's. Hope the Knicks get him. Hope the Knicks get him. I'ma bring him Tim's. Tell him lace his boots. I'ma give the king some gems. Light, look, you the great hope and a scapegoat. You're gonna have to make quotes and take notes. And some can take smoke, so they may choke. But those who learn to make boats stay afloat. So he's talking about Zion busting out the rims and all that stuff here. This is an old verse. This is in the summertime when the Knicks was still trying to get Zion. This is before the draft pick. And Zion wasn't even part of the Fab, man. You can't, how you gonna come with an album and the opening track on the album is a song that you wrote God knows when. Did you write it? Listen, man. Too many R&B features on this album. I liked a few of the tracks on it, like I said. Even though Cold Summer is an old track, I still like the track. Bombs was pretty good. There's only a few good tracks on there. But way too many features on this track, on this album. The track sequencing on this album, it doesn't feel like the previous 2 Summertime Shootouts. Something about the tracks sequencing, it just doesn't make sense. Summertime Shootout 1 was, I think, a classic, man. And part 2, I think, was not as good as part 1, but part 2 was still also a very good tape. This one, I've listened to it a few times, and if I don't go back to it, I probably won't miss it. It's just for the fact that it opened up with old lyrics, with the fact it has so many features on there. And let me be fair, there are a lot of features on the previous Summertime Shootouts too, but it just seemed that these features on this album, it just doesn't fit, man. It doesn't fit well. So yo, number 5 most disappointing album for 2019 so far, Summertime Shootout Part 3, yo. Yep. Oh man. Top 4 most disappointing album of 2019. This one hurts, man. This one right here really hurts because I was really waiting. I was anticipating this album. From the time this artist says he's going to drop this album, I was like, yes, we're going to get another one. This is going to be banging. This is going to be a classic like the first one. And then he dropped the album and it came and went. Top 4 most disappointing album of 2019. Nas, Lost Tapes 2. Listen, is Nas still a great MC today? Yes. Can Nas still make great music today? Yes. Is Nas going to continue to keep on making amazing music? Yes. This album, Lost Tapes, the energy on this album, I did not get the energy that I felt on the Lost Tapes 1. It's something about the tracks, and I know exactly what it was. I anticipated when I heard Nas say he's going to drop Lost Tapes 2. And it's kind of my fault. I anticipated that Nas was going to give us more of the leftovers from Lost Tapes 1, which was from his earlier albums. First, Illmatic, It Was Written, Stillmatic, Godson, those albums. But what we got was actually leftover tracks from his last few albums, from Hip Hop Is Dead, the N album, and from the Life Is Good album. I'm a huge Nas fan, and I think the top half of Nas's career, Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am, not Nostradamus, Stillmatic, Godson. Absolutely love those albums. I think those are his best albums in his catalog. When he transitioned into Street's Disciple, Hip Hop Is Dead, Untitled, Life Is Good, they're still amazing albums, but it is a different Nas. If you listen to all his previous albums when he was starting out until he reached up to about Godson, he had a lot of street energy in his music. The later half of his career, and it's okay for artists to change. It's okay for artists to evolve. It's okay for artists to start talking about different things. I was just expecting more of that first half of his career, and I just wasn't feeling the energy on this album. And again, this album, his first Lost Tapes, has a lot of classics. Like this album, you could play top to bottom, front to back, and not skip a track on the first Lost Tapes. Lost Tapes 2, it just doesn't stand up to Lost Tapes 1 at all. And all the Nas fans out there, leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Which is the better album, Lost Tapes 1 or Lost Tapes 2? Should we compare them? I compare everything. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about that. But number 4 most disappointing album of 2019, Nas, Lost Tapes 2. It just wasn't what I expected. All right, so let's move on. So we're going to move into top 3. This is the 3rd most disappointing album of 2019, yo. Let me give y'all a verse. Let me give y'all a verse before I even say the album. This is verse one off of the track called No Mercy. This is the opening. This is the opening track on the album. Verse one. Then she went and dropped her panties. Fuck your heart, I want a Grammy. Don't take Molly, don't take Xannies. But there's weed inside the pantry. I get high to get by. She gone low cause she my hoe. Shout out Rem, that's the bro. Shout out to my motherfucking woes. Huh? We ain't ever home, we on the road. Ain't no letting up, ain't catching up, we on a roll. I'm gonna go on. Pull up in that skirt, hop out then cameras out. Hold up, let me pose. Pretty motherfucker put me on the front of Vogue. Jigga's trying to be the bro, but they don't know the code. I put her in history and sold it around the globe. Oh. Top 3 most disappointing album of 2019 goes to Young Ma. Young M.A., man. Young M.A. Listen, Young M.A. has bars. That Young M.A. has bars, man. Go check out the Young M.A. Funk Flex Freestyle. Go check out the Funk Flex Freestyle. I'm highly disappointed because I thought from listening to her energy that she had over the past few years, listening to all the little singles that she was dropping the last few years, they were hot. That Funk Flex freestyle, that freestyle is hard. I don't care what you say. Leave a comment in the comment section, but let me know what y'all think. But that freestyle was hard. She has talent. But the bars, man, the bars ain't there, yo. The bars are very low caliber bars. Those are very low caliber bars. The production on the album, it's not there either. It's like, I expected much more from this album. And the album is pretty lengthy. The album has 21 tracks on there. There's an outro and there's a bonus track on there too. So a lot of content. She gave us tons of content on the album. But from track to track to track to track, she talks about almost all the same things on most of the tracks. And like I say, this album really didn't have any lasting power, man. This album came and went. When this album came out, I remember I had it in my history. Bam, listened to it for a few days, listened to it again. I kept bumping it for like a week, but I just couldn't get into it, man. Ever since then, I haven't touched it since then. So let me give you another track. Hold up. There's a track on there. Track number 2. Track number 2 is called The Come Up. Let me give you all a verse off of The Come Up, yo. Verse 1, The Come Up. Came back from the setback. The realest out, I can bet that. CeeLo with the dice game. 4, 5, 6, that's a head crack. My ex-bitch had to X that. Didn't feel right, so I left that. On to the next that. Now it's fuck that. Where's the checks at? And that's the verse. That's the verse. Any Young M.A. fans out there? Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. I really did like the video for track number 3, which is called Big. I think it was a cool video. I always like when artists have their peoples in their video. You don't have to have all these Instagram models, and it's good when I like to see them have their peoples in the video. So pretty nice video. But I'm gonna give you all a verse. I'm gonna give you another verse off this here. So this track is called Big. This is track number 3. This is actually one of her biggest hits. This track is bumping on the radio a lot. So this is the verse 1 off of Big. She goes, yo. Never been a hater. I just stick to my paper like a stapler. I'll bring that back. Never been a hater. I just stick to my paper like a stapler. Yellow bone, smoking purple LA Lakers. And she give me pussy on the wake up. Double cup of carrot juice. Oh, that's my savage juice. I just copped an Audemars. Ooh, and a Peacock too. Dripping in that iceberg. Ooh, in that Kappa too. Hey yo, bro, don't you cuff that hoe, cause I done had her too. They say that they packing or we packing too. Run up like what's popping and what's bracking too. Said I would get rich, then made it happen too. Take a picture with your bitch and tag her too. Man. 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 Let's move on, man. We're going to move into the second, number two. This is number two. This is the second most disappointing album of 2019. This one goes out to DJ Khaled, man. Father of Assad. Khaled's losing his luster. Khaled's losing it. He's falling off. This album suffers from the same thing that Fabolous Summertime Shootout 2 suffered with. There are too many features. Album opens up nice. I like how the album opened up. Holy Mountain with Buju Banton. But even that song had Buju, Sizzler, and Movado features on that song. Great song. I don't want to, excuse me, let me not diminish the impact of that song. I love the song. But you go into the second song, Wish Wish, Cardi B and 21 Savage, Take It or Leave It. Jealous, track number 3, Chris Brown, Lil Wayne on there, Big Sean, Take It or Leave It. The Scissor track is pretty hot. Just Us, love that track. You Say with Meek Mill, yeah, Lil Baby on there, that was okay too. Highlight tracks on the album, Holy Mountain, the Nipsey Hussle track, rest in peace Nipsey, the Nipsey Hussle track, Higher, the Nas track, Won't Take My Soul, that was pretty good. That's it. Maybe the closing track, track number 15, Holy Ground, with Buju Banton again. Way too many features. There aren't many hit songs on this album. Like Khaled would drop an album in the past, and you will have track after track after track after track after track that will be bangers that you can just bang over and over and over. This album doesn't have it. This album feels more like a compilation than it feels like an actual album. The sequencing is off. The sequencing is way off. It starts high, it goes low, it's high. The production, it's not his best, man. Khaled, it feels like Khaled was just taking beats and sending beats to a specific artist and have them put a verse and send it back. It doesn't. I want to see Khaled go back to having artists and preparing beats for those particular artists and preparing beats for certain people. This album just feels like he just put a bunch of beats together, send beats to who he thinks is going to sound good with, and it's just not there, man. Khaled, very disappointing album. Father of Assad. Again, just like before, I played this album a ton when it first came out to get a kind of visual on the album. Only started playing a few tracks after a few weeks. Haven't touched this album in months. It just doesn't have that lasting power to it. So that's it, man. Number 2 most disappointing album of 2019. DJ Khaled, Father Was Sad. So yo, we've come to the number 1 most disappointing album of 2019. Oh my God, it hurts to say this, yo. It hurts to say this, but I'm gonna give y'all a verse before I tell y'all what album it is. Let me give you a little verse off of this. All right. Oh, let me get this album here, man. Hold up, man. So yeah, we've reached the number 1 most disappointing album of 2019. I'm gonna give y'all a verse off of track number 2. You know what? Nah, bump that, man. Number 1 most disappointing album of 2019 goes to Lil Kim, number 9. There, I said it. Yes, I said it. Number 9. 9 most disappointing album of the year. Lil Kim, the icon, the goddess, Queen Bee. How could he do this? How could you? Track number 2. This track is called Bag. Let me give you some bars. Bag, track number 2. People looking at me different, people looking at me funny. Had to put some distance, had to keep those stank jiggers from me. I've been gone for a minute cause I was getting to the money. Came from the gutter like a bum boy, fuck jiggers, get money. Still, that's the protocol. Yes, sir, I'm still hardcore, numero uno, but you know a bitch still draw for her. Numero uno, but uno. Numero uno, but you know a bitch she'll still draw for her. Draw for uno the game. Come on, Kim. I'm gonna continue. My fans want an encore. Beach house overseas, that's the meaning of a North Shore. I used to move that white boy, Justin Bieber. You were atheist, I'll make you a believer. Mink dragging on the floor, I'm saying fuck Peter like Tara and Amina. I know people want to see me fall, so I don't fuck with anyone at all. Money will run from you if you chase it. Just sit back and have some patience. I'll be dodging them shots like the Matrix. Ooh, Matrix. Queen of Diamonds sipping aces. Get the money in a chokehold, blue faces. Man. That song is called Bag. That was the second track off of the album. Lil Kim, I understand the number 9 had a lot of meaning to you. Junior Mafia had 9 members in Junior Mafia. That's one of the reasons why you named the album 9. B.I.G., rest in peace. B.I.G. died on March 9th. I get it. Your daughter's birthday is on the 9th. I get it. Number 1, 9 tracks is not enough. Not for an artist that haven't dropped the album in so many years, which is and Kim is an icon. For someone that hasn't dropped an album in so many years, to come now and drop an album with only 9 tracks on there, come on, Kim, you gotta do better than that. One of the biggest things I hate about this album, Kim is known throughout the industry. Kim's name is out there. Everybody loves Kim. The production on this album is weak. Master the fact of the bars. The bars ain't hitting that hard either. But the production on this album, you telling me you couldn't get a Swiss Beats to produce for you? What's his name, man? Dr. Dre, a DJ Khaled to do a beat for you, Alchemist to do a beat for you, Just Blaze. You can get none of these top tier producers to do some beats for you. You gotta have favors. You gotta have producers in the game right now, Kim, that owe you favors. that love you, that want to produce for you. I'm pretty sure people reached out to produce for you. But the production on this album is not there, man. And again, this is another artist that I love Kim back in the days. Kim has a bunch of amazing albums. When I heard Kim is releasing new music, yes, I was excited. I was jumping for joy. I did a backflip. I didn't do a backflip, but you understand what I'm saying. But when this album came out, let me give y'all track number 5. Track number 5 is called Too Bad. I'm gonna give y'all the first track number 5. This is verse 1. Too bad. He said, shorty, you should go and bend it over for me. Bust it down. Go and spread it open for me. Cause the gang up in here, you know it's too bad. When the gang up in here, you know we doing bad. I'ma shake it off on him, shake it all around like a hula hoop. And now you wanna take me to Hawaii. And you know I'ma go and get it, Tom Brady. I'ma throw it back. Diamonds dripping all over me, but the money keep calling me. And I know it's too bad for you jiggers that be whining. Even if I go vegan, I'ma still get into the chicken. No. And I know it's too bad for you jiggers that we winning. Even if I go vegan, I'm still getting to the chicken. Come on, Kim. Come on, Kim. That's Lil' Kim. That's the Lil' Kim that we grew up with. That's the Lil' Kim from Junior Mafia. That's the Lil' Kim that was mentored by the notorious B.I.G. Dropping bars like that. This is what we waited all those years for, Kim, to hear that? Come on, man. Who was in that studio with Kim when Kim was dropping those bars and y'all didn't say nothing to her? Leave a comment down below, man. I know Lil' Kim fans gonna get up in here and have something to say. Leave a comment down below. Who was in the studio when she was writing those bars and spitting those bars in the booth? Y'all let that come out? Final track on the album, track number 9. Now, this track is called Jet Fuel. If 9 meant so much to you that you said 9 meant a lot to you, 9 has all the spiritual reference to you, the final track on the album, this track should be fire, right? If 9 is such an important number to you, this track should be fire. This is track number 9, verse number 1. This track is called Jet Fuel. Verse 1. Bitch, this ain't no glow for me. I'm trapping dope alley. I got pounds of that purple weed. It looked like potpourri. Flyest bitch in the room. You little bitches can't fuck with me. And I'm drowning in this money. Ain't no fucking boat for me. I'm drowning in this money. Ain't no fucking boat for me. A1 all the time, cause I'm fucking saucy. Kim K riding shotgun, please, I'm fucking bossy. Oh boy say he love me, but his shorty hating on me. Oh little homie ballin', but I'm way too out his league. That's the Kim that we got on 9. This is the Kim we should have got. Before I caught some jigger's disease, got caught with his keys. Big scoop the young bitch off her knees. Throw me high price beams, face on TVs, platinum CDs. Shit, I never fought. It's on, jigger, what? Pussy greased up, stack the G's up, keep the knees up. What the fuck, stay filling, $500,000, Geneva Diva, yeah, I throws it down. Lay around clown, the clock stops for no one. Never 68 and 01, takes one to no one. Better off with the Playboy magazines, fucking with the dawn. Push the keys, G's trees for papes. Yeah, I ride crates, state to state. Lennon Todd takes mad down from New York to Anaheim. While you daydreaming wine, I just keep getting mine. Big Mama thing. We got 9. This is the Lil' Kim that we should have got. Live from NYC, it's QB, the heavyweight champ, female MC. Girls say they're different, but ooh, see. In all actuality, they want to be me. This chick running around with this stink ass gap and them fake ass raps having panic attacks. You ain't a star and your record company know that. How you make all that money, get this far and blow it? Yo, go in that Foxy Brown. That's the Kim. We got Kim on 9. That's the Kim we. This is the Kim we should have gotten. Everybody want to shine off a big. Get it? Shine. Trying to sound like him when they round. Shout out Shine. Shout out Shine Pole. Shine Pole is my dude. But coming at Shine, I'm gonna bring this one back. Everybody want to shine off a big. Get it? Shine. Trying to sound like him when they rhyme. You ain't a murderer, Jigger. Please come off that. I'm next up to bat. Motherfuckers get their jaws tapped. Bum ass Jigger don't even know how to bust a gat. Ooh! And if you don't know, Shine, Shot Up the Club, J-Lo, Puff Daddy. That's Lil' Kim coming at Shine. We got 9. She gave us 9, right? This is the Lil' Kim. This is the Lil' Kim that we should have gotten. Hot damn hoe, here we go again. Light as a rock, bitch. Hot as a bitch. The shit knocked for blocks to rooftops. In the parking lot where my jiggers rock like the spark a lot. My Brooklyn style speak for itself like a wrestler. Another notch under my belt. The embezzler, chrome treasurer. The UNO competitor. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I'm a leader. Y'all on some following shit. Come up in the game on some modeling shit. Chicken suck to get to the top. I put 100% in every round I got. It's the Q to the B. That's the Kim we should have gotten. This is what you gave us? 9? Come on, man. Listen, top 5 most disappointing albums of 2019. You just got a number 5. Summertime Shootout 3. Fabolous. Number 4, Nas, Lost Tapes 2. Number 3, Young M.A., Her Story in the Making. Number 2, that boy DJ Khaled, Father of Assad. And the number 1 most disappointing album of 2019, the Q to the B, Queen B, with 9. I'm upset, y'all. I'm going to close the show out, man. I'm going to see y'all next week, y'all. Thanks for joining. Peace.